Decades later, Harry Potter's beloved cast of characters helped the story continue to endure. Unlike many other popular franchises, where the protagonist is the main draw, Harry Potter is only one of many compelling characters in his story, with some of the characters surrounding him proving at times to be even more intriguing than him. This begins in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, as most of the characters it introduces are fascinating to begin with and given further depth as the series continues. As the magical Harry Potter universe expands in the sequels, each installment introduces new characters who become integral to the series, despite being absent from the previous books. While there are many characters to choose from, the best new characters introduced in each book are the ones who are most entertaining, well-developed, and influential to the overarching series. Many of these characters are just as central to the narrative as Harry proves to be. The Sorcerer's Stone introduces many essential characters other than Harry, but none are quite as compelling as Hermione. As a fiercely intelligent, compassionate, loyal, and brave individual, Hermione easily could have been the protagonist of her own series. She is the glue that holds the main trio of Harry, Ron Weasley, and herself together, and without her, Harry and Ron would not have gotten very far, with Hermione being responsible for many of the group's greatest discoveries and achievements. Despite Harry and Ron's close friendship, Hermione proves to be a better friend than Ron as she stays by Harry's side in Goblet of Fire and Deathly Hallows, whereas Ron's jealousy and insecurities cause him to temporarily abandon his friends. Even with her ambition and penchant for overachieving, Hermione never loses sight of what matters most, as she remains loyal to her loved ones and consistently demonstrates kindness to others. Even as an 11-year-old in the first book, Hermione is already an inspiring character who is wise beyond her years. The Chamber of Secrets expands the magical universe with the introduction of house elves. While Dobby is mischievous and brings humor to the story, Dobby has valid reasons behind his actions that provide greater insight into the dynamic of wizarding families like the Malfoys and their dark connections. Dobby winning his freedom and the relationship he forms with Harry is a deeply satisfying arc and one of the best parts of the Chamber of Secrets ending. Dobby's story could have ended there, but he instead becomes a recurring character throughout the series, appearing in every book that followed, except for Prisoner of Azkaban. He becomes a delightful source of assistance for Harry, from telling him about the Room of Requirement, the perfect place for Dumbledore's army to practice, to freeing Harry and his friends from Malfoy Manor. All this time spent with Dobby makes his eventual death all the more heartbreaking.